Hey folks, welcome to this week's big picture video for the Adventure Weekly Packets. As you can tell, we're outside today. How great is that? We started inside in the adventure room, then we moved to the atrium, and now we're outside. Next week, who knows? We'll be in your house. Just kidding, we won't be, unless you invite us over, which would be nice. I like food. Anyways, this week in the adventure, we talked about obsession. I gave a talk on Saturday. Pam, our family ministries director, gave the talk on Sunday. And both of us talked about the idea that when we obsess over something, we become slaves to that thing. This series, we've been talking about sex with the middle school students and just how dangerous it can be to obsess over that. But I asked the students, I said, what else do you obsess over? Food, video games, self-image, clothing, social media, whatever the case is, all these things that we obsess over can be used as practice when we're talking about sex, right? The idea of lusting after someone so much that you are obsessed with them. We tell our students, look, please, you're in middle school, you're in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. You do not need to be obsessing over another human being. It's just something you don't need to do right now. You're too young. Obsess over video games, sure, fine, whatever. But we ask them, the things that you do obsess over, the small things, the innocuous things, we ask them to practice reining in those obsessions, controlling those obsessions. If it's video games, play 50 minutes instead of an hour. If it's social media, spend 30 minutes instead of 45 minutes. Whatever the case is, find a way to control your obsessions. And in so doing, you learn to control all the other obsessions. Because one day, these students will be faced with the world of lust and sex. And we want to make sure that they are prepared for it. Now, in terms of announcements, I want to remind you guys that we have a broom ball event on March 31st. It's Saturday at 6:15 p.m. at the Iceplex in Escondido. We're going to head up there. We're going to have a ton of fun, probably get injured. That's okay, though. It's always fun to laugh afterwards. Anyways, it's great. You should definitely sign your student up for it. If you have no idea what broomball is, check the weekly email. There's going to be a link with a YouTube video that kind of explains what broomball is. Otherwise, we have the Mexico trip Memorial Day weekend, summer camp in the summer. And if you have any questions, just give me a holler via email, and I'll make sure to answer them. Hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks so much.